Okay, any pains or injuries otherwise I don't know about? I'm good otherwise? Okay. All right, good day, everyone. This is Stephen Cheng coming to you live from 333 Grand in downtown Jersey City, New Jersey. Please visit my website, simhayoga.com, for the hybrid schedule, which is in person here at 333 Grand as well as through Zoom. You can register for class through ubindi.com, and if you're watching this on YouTube, classes are $10, and you can pay through Venmo or PayPal. Payment information on the bottom of the video, as well as my website, simhayoga.com. Today's class is open flow at level 1, level 2. If you're working with any kind of special conditions or limitations, make sure that you do modify or skip poses altogether, making good decisions about your movement practice so that you don't create any injuries or perpetuate any injuries. Now, if your hips or your lower back are tight, please elevate and sit up on some blocks or some blankets, and that'll make it easier for you to find a comfortable cross-legged position with a lengthy, tall spine. All right, let's sit up tall. Good day, guys. Welcome. All right, palms face up, fingers in Dhyana Mudra, thumb and index fingers touching. Let your eyes come to close and start to center the breath. Deep inhales and exhales through the nose. You know, you guys might want to move forward just a little bit so you can see me and I can see you more easily. All right, so as you start to quiet your mind, start to draw your senses inwards, and let your inhales even out with your exhales. Three ohms together. Inhale. Keeping the eyes closed, hands together in prayer on front to heart, pressing your thumbs into your heart, heart back into thumbs, lifting the heart up toward the sky, setting your intention for yoga practice, devoting your practice to someone or something or to yourself, your supreme self that lives within your heart, chanting the mantra for purification, purifying the space in which you practice yoga, call and response. Om Pavitraha, Om Pavitraha, Pavitrawa, Pavitrawa, Sarva Vushtan, Sarva Vushtan, Gato Piwa, Yaha Smarit, Yaha Smarit, Pundrikaksham, Pundrikaksham, Sapahya, Sapahya, Bihyandraha, Bihyandraha, Suchihi, Suchihi. Beginning to open the eyes and let the palms face up again. Fingers come back to Dhyana Mudra. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, right ear to the right shoulder. Right hand to the left side of the head, pulling gently to elongate. Chin toward the right shoulder. Continue to pull gently to the back of the head. Release back to center. Drop the right hand. Left ear to the left shoulder. Left hand to the right side. And then chin toward the left shoulder. Release back to center. Drop left hand. Chin toward the chest. Big circles with the head in one direction, ear to one side. Roll it back, opposite side, roll with center. A few more rounds at your own pace using the same direction. One more giant circle. Chin back toward the chest and pause. And then taking the opposite direction. And chin back towards the chest again. Lifting the chin parallel to the floor, a neutral spine. Extend the legs forward, separating your feet. Hands are supporting to either side as you sit up tall and turn your toes toward each other and then roll them out. Draw in, roll out, draw in, outer rotation, circling the ankles. Come back to center. Switch them around. Inner rotations, opposite direction. So you're moving your hip joints, knee joints, and ankle joints. Come back to center again. Cross your shins again, but take the opposite crossing of the legs. So this is your non-dominant side. It might feel a little bit awkward, a little bit tighter than the first side. So this is your non-dominant side. Take the arms up high and extend. Inhale. Exhale. Twist to the right. Inhale back to center. Arms up. Twist to your left. Back to center again. Side bends, right hand down, left arm overhead. Take it back up, other side. Back up again, legs forward and forward folds, grabbing your feet, ankles or your shins. Draw back up, swing the legs back behind you, down dog, and start to pedal out the legs, walking it out side to side. All right, come back to stillness in your down dog. Inhale, raise your right leg up, three-legged dog. On the exhale, right knee in toward the nose, around the spine. Kick up, open up the hips, and bend the right knee. Re-extend the right leg, stepping it forward. Warrior one, arms up high to extend. On the inhale, lengthen front leg, reach up higher. Bend the front knee, arms alongside. 3 times. Lengthen and reach up. Bend the front knee, arms alongside. Lengthen, reach up. Keep the arms reaching up. Bending the front knee is your warrior one. Make sure that the back heel is down at an angle. That is a warrior. You can always turn the heel in a little bit if your legs are tight, right? Your hips are tight. Wrap the hands back behind you. Interlace. Lift to gaze upwards. Bow forward. Devotional warrior. Crown of the head to the inside of the foot. Take it back up, warrior one. Exhale, open it up, warrior two. Flip the front palm, reverse warrior. Side angle. You can take the right arm to top of the right leg or the hand to the floor, left arm reaching up. Take it back up, reverse warrior. Hands to the floor, right foot, stepping back plank. Inhale, one breath. Exhale, lower all the way down to the belly. Hands alongside the rib cage. 3 progressive cobras coming up a little higher every time. Inhale, lift up baby cobra. So your belly, lower ribs stay on the floor. Exhale, lower almost all the way down. Inhale, lift up a little higher. Belly, lower ribs away from the floor. Exhale, lower almost all the way down. This time, inhale, lift up as high as you can. Full extension of your arms if your back bend is available. Otherwise, you can always bend your elbows, right? All the way down, child's pose, seat toward the heels and fold. Down dog. Inhale, left heel up, 3-legged dog. Left knee in toward the nose, around the spine. Kick up, open up the hips, bend the left knee. Re-extend the left leg, stepping it forward. Warrior one. Back heel comes down to the floor. Arms up high to extend. This is your warrior one. On the inhale, lengthen front leg, reach up higher. Bend the front knee, arms alongside. 3 times. Lengthen, reach up. Bend the front knee, arms alongside. Lengthen, reach up. Keep the arms reaching up. Bending the front knee is your warrior one. Wrap the hands back behind you. Interlace your fingers. Take the non-dominant interlacing of your hands so the other thumb is on top. Lift to gaze upwards. And then bow forward. Devotional warrior. Crown of the head to the inside of the foot. Take it all the way back up, warrior one. Exhale, open it up, warrior two. Reverse warrior, side angle, modifying elbow to the knee or the hand to the floor, right arm reaching up. Inhale, take it all the way back up, reverse warrior. And then hands to the floor, left foot, stepping back, plank. Inhale, one breath. Exhale, lower all the way down to belly. So again, 3 progressive cobras. Inhale, lift up, baby cobra. Belly lower up, stay on the floor. Exhale, lower almost all the way down. Inhale, lift up a little bit higher. Exhale, lower almost all the way down. Inhale, lift up even higher. Full extension of your arms if you have it. All the way down. Child's pose. Seat toward the heels and fold. Down dog. Inhale, right heel up. Right knee in toward the nose and round. Kick up, open up the hips, bend the right knee. Right knee to the outside of the right arm and touch. Kick, back up, stepping your right foot forward. Warrior one. Back heel comes down, arms up high, extend. Left hand grabbing the right wrist, pull up and side bend to your left. Take it back up, switch hands, extend, side bend to your right. Take it back to center, arms up. Take the hands together in prayer. Interlace your fingers. Press forward. On the inhale, lengthen the front leg, reach up high. Bend the front knee, press forward, and add a twist to the right. 3 times. Square center. Lengthen and reach up. Bend the front knee, press forward and twist. Square center, lengthen, reach up. Bend, press forward and twist. Stay twisting. Right hand is behind you for the half bind. And if you can, hook the left arm to outer right leg. If that's a little bit deep for you, you can take your left hand to outer right leg instead. Come up a little higher as you take your twist. Inhale all the way up and around. Warrior two. Lengthen out the right leg, triangle pose. Right hand to the top of the shin or to the floor, left arm up. So the right leg is fully extended if you can. If that's a little bit hard for you to reach, your right hand can go to the top of the shin. Nice, Yan? Yeah, a little higher. Yeah, that's good. All right, so there's a difference between side angle, which is with the knee bent, and triangle is with the leg extended. Take it all the way back up, reverse triangle. Bend the front knee, hands to the floor, right foot stepping back, plank. Inhale, one breath. Exhale, push up, chaturanga. Forward and up into an up dog. Exhale, down dog. Left heel up. Left knee in toward the nose. Kick up, open up the hips, bend the left knee. Left knee to touch the outside of the left arm. Kick it back up. Step the left foot forward. Warrior one. Right hand catching the left wrist. Pull up. Side bend to the right. Take it back up. Switch hands. Extend. Side bend to your left. Back to center. Hands together in prayer. Interlace with the opposite thumb on top and press your palms forward. On the inhale, lengthen your front leg, reach up. Bend the front knee, reach forward and twist to your left 3 times. Square center, lengthen and reach up. Bend, press forward and twist. Square center, lengthen, reach up. Bend, press and twist. Stay twisting. Left hand behind you, half bind. Right arm, outer left leg to twist deeper. Inhale all the way up and around, warrior two. Lengthen out the left leg, triangle pose. Left hand to the top of the shin, or left hand to the floor if you can touch down easily, right arm reaching up. Inhale, take it all the way back up, reverse triangle. Bend the front knee, hands to the floor, left foot stepping back, plank. Inhale, one breath, exhale, push up, chaturanga. Forward and up to an up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right heel up. Right knee in toward the nose and around. Kick up, open up the hips, bend the right knee. Right knee outside of the right arm in touch. Kick back up. Knee comes into twist, touch your left arm. Kick back up. Stepping, right foot forward. Warrior one. Eagle arms. You're going to take the right arm to wrap underneath your left. So you want to first line up your elbows, then bend the elbows. If you can, double wrap your arm. If you cannot, you can just press the top of the arms against each other, right? If you can double wrap, double wrap. All right, wherever you are, warrior one legs. On the inhale, lift the elbows up, gaze up. On the exhale, bow forward. Take it up and down 3 times. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, take it all the way back up to vertical. Open it up, warrior two. Reverse warrior, right arm up and back. Half moon, right hand forward about a foot, lobe off to right side. Tip forward to balance on the right leg, reach your left heel back, reach your left arm up. All right, so if you're shaking the balance, keep the gaze looking directly to the floor, and that will help you to balance. If you're able to look upwards, you can look up. Now, if you take the right hand a little bit to the right side in a diagonal, that will help you to balance better. That's right. Good. Right. So, Susan, if you took the hand and you walked it way back to only about a foot from in front of your toes, that will make it a lot easier to balance. So you might want to do this. Bend the knee, reach your hand forward and out to side. Start there. Good. Then shift forward, start to balance on the right leg. There you go. It might be helpful to be on your fingertips as well if you can. That's right. Good. All right, when you're ready, let's step it back. Let me give you a note on something. Right, so the way to come into half moon in the most efficient and most balanced way is to just drop something. Is you want to be on your fingertips, right? So you want to bend the knee to get as low as you can. You want to take the hand forward about a foot from your toes and a little bit off to the side, because when you're lining up your hands and your feet and you're going in a straight line, that's really hard to balance because the upper torso tends to lean back a little bit in the balance. That's why if you take the hand forward about a foot, a little bit off to the side, and you're in a diagonal, that helps you to balance a lot better than if you line them up, okay? That's the first thing. Now also, if your hand is flat, that means your torso is lower, and that makes it feel like you're leaning forward and downwards. However, if you come to your fingertips and you lift the upper torso, the balance is a lot easier to do because of just the proportion and the weight distribution going forward versus more even and level to the floor. And then finally, right, so the way to come forward is you want to get as low as you can, take the positioning of your hands, and then lean the way forward as you tip into your tiptoes. Because when you go into your tiptoes, the weight leans forward, right? When you lean forward, the weight transfers from there to here. And then perhaps, then you can come into the pose. Keeping the gaze to the floor really helps the balance, right? But if you start to look up and you feel like you're getting wobbly, then take the gaze looking down again. This is a perfectly fine modified position of your half moon. The only difference is you're not looking up, looking down will give you more stability. So think about that, right? If you find yourself struggling a little bit, make sure that you transition into a pose with stability and full support, okay? All right, so coming out of half moon, warrior two, reverse warrior. Hands to the floor, right foot stepping back, lower all the way down to the belly. Let's take Sphinx pose. Walk your hands forward, forearms down. Then you want to grab opposite elbows to measure out shoulders width. Take your forearms back down to parallel. Then check that your shoulders and your elbows line up so you have 90 degrees with your arms. The reason is because if your arms are far back, you're going to feel like you're collapsing. There's no leverage. And it's just as bad with the arms forward, right? You feel like you're falling down. But this vertical structure, bone stacking, is what helps you to then find balance here and support. You want to press your belly and your lower ribs toward the floor as you press your forearms down to lift your chest in opposition. Then you want to take the gaze slightly down toward the floor. You want the back of the neck much more neutral. All right, so this is a back bend that's happening here that's being fully supported through your legs and your forearms. All right, let's break. Press into your hands. Lift the elbows up so you can move your elbows outwardly to lower your chest. Walk your hands back in and slowly, slowly, slowly into your child's pose, stretching your back to the other direction into a forward fold from a back bend. Down dog. Inhale, left heel up. Left knee in toward the nose and around. Kick up, open up the hips, bend the left knee. Left knee outside of the left arm and touch. Kick back up. Knee comes into twist, touch your right arm. Kick back up. Stepping your left foot forward. Warrior one. Warrior one, square forward. Eagle arms. Wrap the left arm underneath your right. Line up your elbows. Then bend the elbows. If you can double wrap, double wrap. All right, take warrior one leg, Susan. Switch legs, the other leg. All right, on the inhale, lift the elbows up, gaze upwards. On the exhale, bow forward 3 times, up and down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bow forward. This time, inhale, lift up to vertical. Releasing arms and open it up for warrior two. Keep the left toes pointing straight forward, Cyan. Yeah. Reverse warrior, left arm up and back. Half moon. Left hand forward about a foot, a little off the left side. As you shift the weight forward, transferring the weight from your back foot to your left arm, shifting forward, reaching right heel back, reaching right arm up. Keep the gaze looking down to your floor to help you balance. Well done, Susan. Good. And Rolando, if you go to your fingertips, it might help you also lift you up the torso, and which may help you to balance better. Fingertips. Yeah. Good. And lift the upper torso away from the floor and be light on the left fingertips if you can. All right, when you're ready, start to break, step it back, warrior two. One more pointer. Think about most of the weight being on the front leg when you take your pose. Your fingertips are on the floor to give you a little bit of balance, but it's not really there to help you carry that much weight. So when you come into the pose, you might even feel like you can just pick the hand off the floor because all the balance is here. But your hand is there to give you a little bit of balance and better support. But really, you should think about something like this, right? That's what you're looking for when you're doing a half moon. All right, reverse warrior. Hands to the floor, left foot, stepping back plank, and lower all the way down to the belly. Again, the Sphinx pose. Walk your hands forward, forearms down. Grab opposite elbows to measure out shoulders width. Then take your forearms back down. Check that your shoulders and your elbows line up vertically so you have 90 degrees with the arms. Then think about pressing your belly and your lower ribs toward the floor to flatten your lower back. Press your forearms down to lift your chest. Gaze is not straightforward because that crunches the back of the neck. Gaze is slightly toward the floor so you have as much extension through the back of the neck as possible. So this is your Sphinx pose. All right, forearm planks. Tuck the toes under. Press into your forearms and lift the hips. Holding here, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower all the way down. Press into your hands to lift the elbows up. Move the elbows outwardly so you can lower your chest. Walk your hands back. Child's pose. Seat toward the heels, nice and slow. Down dog. Walk your feet forward toward your hands. Come to the front of the mat. Separate your feet about mat's width distance. Walk your left hand to center, creating a tripod. Bend your left knee. Keep the right leg extended. Raise your right arm up to twist. Switch sides. Right hand comes down. Then bend your right knee. Lengthen out the left leg. Raise your left arm up to twist. Release your left hand back down to the floor. Even out your hands. Then bend your knees. Let the seat drop a little bit. So you're not coming all the way down, just a little bit. Then with your hands pressing to the floor, lift the head, lift the upper back. So now your spine is in an extended position. Your muscles around the spine are supporting. Shift the weight back toward the heels and through the strength of your quads. Lift the torso up about 45 degrees. Extend the arms and the crown of the head forward. Tailbones reaching back. So this is your awkward chair. Tails reaching back, arms reaching forward. So now you're activating your quads for another 3, 2, 1. Lengthen all the way up and slightly back bending to release all of that action. Come back up to vertical. Step the left foot in towards center. Pick up the right knee. Tree pose. Sole of the right foot, the inner left leg. Try to go above your knee joint if you can. If that's really tight for your hips and you have to go below the knee joint, that is fine. Once you have the footing, arms up and out, keep the gaze at any fixed point to the floor ahead of you, and that will help you to balance. Now stay on the left leg. You're going to release your right foot out to the floor and point the toes. You're going to do semicircles with your right leg. Move your right leg forward. Move your right leg back. 3 times. Right leg forward. Right leg back. Right leg forward. Right leg back. Step the right foot down, releasing your arms. Walk it out side to side. Decompress your left leg. All right, come back to center, second side. Step the right foot in, pick up the left knee. Sole of the left foot, inner right leg, above or below the knee joint. Then take the arms up and out. Right, keep the gaze at a fixed point to the floor. Right. So since we did the first side, you know what we're doing on the second side. Just listen to the instructions. You don't need to look at me. Just keep the gaze at a fixed point to help you to balance. All right, so stay on the right leg. Extend the left leg out and point the toes. Steady your balance. We're going to take semicircles. Move your left leg forward. Move your left leg back. Move your left leg forward. Move the left leg back. Forward and back. Release your left foot down, step it down, walk it out side to side. Decompress your right leg. All right, coming back to center. Stepping on the left foot again, pick up the right knee. Right hand to right knee, left arm out to counterbalance. Once you have a steady balance, open up the knee to the right side and hold. If this is good, you can stay here. If you want to challenge yourself, extend the right arm out so you're not supporting the right leg. You have to hold up the right leg on your own. Right? Without the support of the right hand, it is so much heavier, right? So now you're really using your hip flexors, the muscles around your hips, your glutes, right, to help you lift. All right, release, draw back to center, right foot down, walk it out, side to side. All right, second side, stepping on the right foot, left hand to left knee, right arm out to the side. Once you're ready, open up the left knee out to left side. Once you steady your balance, if you want to challenge yourself, left arm releases to the side. All right, begin to draw back to center, release, step it down, walk it out, side to side. All right, Airplane Warrior 3. So we're combining the shape of Warrior 3. So let me show it to you first. Warrior 3 is this. Airplane is this. So we're going to combine the two by binding opposite hand and foot, arm out to side as an airplane, and taking the torso to parallel the floor. So this Airplane Warrior 3. So you're combining the two, all right? So let's do that together. Stepping on the left foot, draw the right heel back, taking your left hand to bind to the right foot. Once you bind, right arm out to counterbalance. When you are ready, lean the torso forward. As you open up the knee to the right side, take the torso forward to about parallel the floor. Airplane Warrior 3. All right, let's break. Take it back. Walk it out side to side. So even if you can't get it to parallel the floor, if you can bind or take some sort of shape where it resembles something like this, right? Good enough. Because we have to rely on being able to bind, right? Because if you don't have the flexibility to even reach back to bind or the extension to reach back to bind, it could be very difficult. And to lean forward in this kind of awkward shape could be quite difficult. So if you're not used to it, I understand, right? It gets a little bit tricky. All right, second side. Stepping on the right foot. Draw the left heel back. Bind the right hand to left foot. Standing tall, left arm out. Once you have your balance, start to lean forward as you open up the left knee over to the left side. Airplane, Warrior 3. Yeah, much better on this side, right? You've learned from the first side. Right? All we can ask for is the best you can do for today and this moment. Right? You could do this for the last 10 years and be perfect, and today you are just off, and that is the way it is. All right? Start to break, step the right foot down, walk it out, side to side. All right, this time with your feet and your knees together. Bend the knees for regular chair. So this is classic chair, when your feet and your knees are together. We took the wide-legged chair before. And then dive forward, forward, fold. You have two options. You can take the arm balance of crow pose. If you're not taking the arm balance, you can take yogic squat instead. So if you're not taking the arm balance, yogic squat, toes will turn out. Try to keep the heels down if you can. Hands together in prayer. If you're taking crow, hands are forward by about 1.5 feet from your toes. Hands are about shoulders width, palms are flat. You're going to shift to your tiptoes, bending at the knees. Draw the arms back so that you can take the knees to the back of the arms. Once you have a nice steady platform, gaze is to the floor slightly ahead of you. The entire body shifting forward with the elbows staying bent. And when you get far enough forward, your elbows line above your wrists. Maybe your toes get light enough to lift off the floor. So that's what you're aiming for if you want. If not, you can take yogic squats. All right, Rolando, bend the elbows a little bit more. Bend the elbows, yeah. Take the gaze forward, right? Lean the torso forward. Keep the elbows bending. Right? Your elbows are too extended at this point, right? You want to bend it a little bit more. Right? You want to keep it to this, there you go. Then take the gaze to the floor, the entire body shifting forward nice and slow. There you go. Well, what's then now happening is your knees are to the side and you're sliding down, right? So try to get the knees firmly planted toward the back of the arms if you can, and that'll give you a more steady platform to work with. One more try. Good. There you go. Nice and slow. That's right. There you go. So that's progress already. All right, let's make your way back. Walk it back to down dog and pedal out the legs. All right. Raise your left leg up. Step the left foot forward. Crescent moon, right knee comes down. All right, take extra padding to your right knee if you need. Take the hands to the top of the thighs. You want the foot to be flat to the floor. And when you lunge to your deepest, you want a vertical line with the left knee lined up with the heel. Okay? So once you have that, you want to press your hands into your thighs, lean the hips forward. With your hands pressed into your thighs, lean the belly and the upper torso away from the thighs, so you're coming into a back bend. Once you have this set up and you're ready, you can take the arms up, Venus Mudra. Good. So Deborah, try to keep the heel down on the floor. That will give you better support. Walk it forward even more a little bit. Walk the foot forward even more. Yeah, stay there and then lean forward. Don't you feel much more stable now? All right, lift the torso, arms up. There you go. Good. All right, let's break. Hands either side of the left foot. Tuck the right toes under. Lengthening over your left leg. Looking for the left hamstring stretch. This is a pyramid. Now, if you're not able to fully extend the leg, you can keep a slight bending of the knee. Just take hands to either side for support, with the intention that as you breathe into it, you're looking to lengthen the front leg more and more. Right, if you're using blocks to just one hand, take the block to the inside of the foot using both hands, so both hands are equal. Yeah, there you go. All right, bend the front knee. We're going to take revolved half moon this time, opposite hand and foot. Right hand comes forward, a foot from your toes, a little bit off to right side. So again, you're in a diagonal. Tip the weight forward. Bear weight into your left leg, supporting with your right hand. Right heel is reaching back, left arm is reaching up. You are in a rotated position. That's right. So if you can lightly walk your right hand further forward, that'll give you better support. There you go. Okay, good. There you go. All right. Step it back. Up and around. Warrior two. Reverse warrior. Hands to the floor. Left foot. Stepping back flank. Inhale, one breath. Exhale, chaturanga. Push up. Inhale, up dog. Take it back to down dog. Right leg up. Step the right foot forward. Crescent moon. Left knee comes down. Right foot forward, Sian. All right. When you're ready, hands to top of the thighs. Keep the hips lunging forward to stretch into your left quads. Press your hands into your thighs. Think about your belly and your torso leaning back, gently looking up. Once you're set, you can take the arms up for Venus Mudra. Right? So it's really important for the front heel to be grounding to the floor so you can balance. Because if your foot is too far back on your tiptoes, right, you're not balanced at all. You're just shaky, right? So you move your foot further forward and ground the heel, and then lunge forward, and you end up with a vertical line with your shin. That is the most stable position you can find. All right, let's break. Hands to the floor, either side of the right foot. Tuck the left toes under and lengthen over your right leg. Hands to either side. Or if you're using a block, only one block, then take the block to the inside of the foot using both hands evenly. If you're using two blocks, either side of the foot, and you're looking to lengthen the front leg the best you can. And of course, you can always bend your right knee a little bit if you don't quite have the flexibility of the hamstrings to take full extension. Revolve half moon. Bend your right knee. With your left hand, reach forward about a foot from your right toes, a little bit off the left side. Right? You can always hop the left foot in a little bit so you can leverage the weight forward over the right leg. Once you're ready, bearing weight mostly to your right leg and you're ready to extend the left leg back, right arm up, go ahead and take it. Left hand down. Left hand down, Deborah. Right arm up. There you go. And again, you can always keep the gaze looking down to the floor to help you check your balance. Take your time. Come out of the pose as you need. All right, begin to step it back. Warrior 2, up and around. Reverse warrior. Hands to the floor. Right foot stepping back plank. Inhale one breath. Exhale chaturanga push up. Inhale up dog. Exhale down dog. Left leg up for pigeon. Draw the left knee in toward the nose and land that shin to the floor. So you're in a pointed toe position, standing on the shin. Let the left thigh angle out to left side at a 30 to 45 degree angle. With your hands supporting, inch your right knee as far back as you can so you can lower the seat. Untuck your toes, walk your hands back, lift up to elongate. Once you're set, so actually left thigh angles out to the side. More, yeah, there you go. And then making your way forward. You can stay on your forearms or you can make pillows with your hands. Take your time. Alrighty, walking your hands back in, lifting your torso back up. Palms are supporting, tuck the right toes under, press into your palms to lift your left leg up and step it right back to your down dog. Pedaling out the legs, walking it outside to side. Get some circulation back to your legs. All right, come back to down dog, second side. Right leg up. Draw the right knee in, land that shin to the floor. So again, you're in a pointed right leg position. You're standing on the right shin. Angle out the right thigh to the right side. Inch your left knee further back. Untuck your toes. Walk your hands back. Elongate. Once you're feeling nice and level and your spine feels pretty tall and pretty straight, then you are ready to walk your hands forward, forearms down, or make pillows with your hands. Alrighty, let's break. Lifting your torso back up, walking hands back in. Palms supporting, tuck the left toes under. Press into your hands and lift, walking it back to down dog. Walk it out, side to side. All right, start to walk your feet forward toward your hands. Gently take your seat down. Extend the legs forward. Seated spinal twist. Keep the left leg extending forward. Step the right foot over. Right hand is behind you for support. Left arm is up. Inhale. Exhale. Twist to the right. Release. Keep the legs as they are. Come back to center. Counter twist to the left. Come back to center. Janu sole of the right foot to the inner left leg. Left hand to the floor for support. Right arm is up. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, reach forward to grab the foot, your ankles, or your shins, whatever you can hold on to. Then use that as resistance to lengthen and forward fold. Release. Take it back up. Keep the legs as they are. Twist to the right. Come back to center. Switch sides. Right leg forward. Seated spinal twist. Thank you, Heather. Right leg extended. Step the left foot over. Left hand is behind you. Right arm is up. Twist to your left. Inhale back to center. Keep the legs as they are. Counter twist to the right. Back to center again. Janu Shirshasana. Sole of the left foot to the inner right leg. Right hand is to the floor. Left arm is up. Inhale. Exhale. Reach forward to grab the foot, ankles, or your shins, whatever you can hold on to. Then re-lengthen your spine. Use that resistance to help you draw forward with a little bit more depth. Start to release. Make your way back up. Keep the legs as they are. Twist to your left. Back to center again. Extend the left leg forward. Let's take a forward fold again. Let's separate your feet a little bit this time. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, reach forward, grabbing the inner heels or anywhere to the inner legs. Re-lengthen and fold. Make your way back up. Step the feet to the floor. Give yourself a little bit of distance between your feet. Grab the front of the shins. Then lean back, rounding the spine, opening up the back, chin toward the chest. Inhale, lift, broaden, and gently looking up to a slight back bend. Round back again. Lean back, chin toward the chest. Lift and broaden. Then come back to neutral. Step the feet together, grab the back of the legs. Shift back toward the sacrum and raise your shins parallel to the floor. Now, if you tend to round the spine a lot, I want you to think about lifting the chest, leaning the head back to come back to a more neutral spinal position. Once you're balanced, Extend the arms forward. If you can release your hands. If that's really tough for you and you want to keep supporting the back of the legs, keep holding on to back of the legs. Holding it here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release the feet to the floor. Hands come back behind you. Lift the hips. Tabletop. Start to release. Extend the legs forward. Arms out to either side. Slide onto your back. Bridge pose. Walk your heels in. Separate your feet a little bit. Hips width. With your fingertips, feel for the back of the heels. Once you measure that out, press your heels down. Lift your feet. It's your bridge. Rolando, walk your feet toward your hands a little bit more. There you go. Press your heels down, lift. There you go. You might want to separate your feet a little bit more as well. Yeah, there you go. Now you have better support. Two more breaths. All right, slowly start to lower all the way down. Once your seat is down, hug the knees in toward the chest, stretch your lower back. Then keep your left knee in toward the chest. Extend the right leg all the way out to the floor. Left arm goes out to a T position and roll to the right side on for the twist, for the spinal twist. You're rolling to the outer right leg, outer right hip. That's correct. Take it back to center, switch legs, switch arms, and twist to the other direction. Take it back to center again, hugging both knees in. And when you're ready, step the feet to the floor, slide the legs forward, Shavasana, final relaxation. Feet are separated, toes are turned out, arms alongside the body, palms face up, eyes are closed. Let it all go. Beginning to draw your breath back in, moving your fingers and your toes. Reach the arms overhead, stretching in opposite directions. And then rolling over to the right side and come up to a comfortable cross-legged position. When you take your seat, let's take a non-dominant shin on top again, so you can use your non-dominant side to even out both sides. And reconnecting to an even seat, a lengthy spine, shoulders broad, breath deep, and let the neck be free. Inhale for Om. Hands together in prayer, bowing forward, feeling the practice. And I'll come up. Namaste, everybody. Thank you for being here this morning. And thank you for sharing your practice with me. My name is Stephen Chang, coming to you live from 333 Grand in downtown Jersey City, New Jersey. Please visit my website, simhayoga.com, for the hybrid schedule, which is in person here at 333 Grand, as well as through Zoom. You can register for class through ubindi.com. And if you're watching this on YouTube, classes are $10, and you can pay through Venmo or PayPal. Payment information on the bottom of the video, as well as my website, simhayoga.com. Thank you again for joining me. See you next time.